7:29 a.m. I had to wake up pretty early this morning because I'm getting an RMR test done today, which is my resting metabolic rate. This will tell me how many calories I burn just at a resting state, which will in turn tell me how many calories I should be eating just to function every day. I had a dietitian tell me not too long ago I should only be eating less than 1,000 calories and 30 grams of carbs, and I thought that was pretty ridiculous considering how much I'm working out and how many steps I get in a day. I had gastric bypass surgery a year ago, so I could see where she would think that I should be eating a lot less, but I think even at this point I should be eating a lot more. And since I'm in a stall, I was talking to a new dietitian and she was like, yeah, I think you could be eating a lot more than that. And then she's the one that recommended I have this test done. So I'm pretty excited. I am going to be upset if this test tells me the exact same thing that an online calculator told me, which said just under 1,400 calories is my BMR. I think it was like 1,394. So if this test says the same thing, I'm going to be upset because I had to drive an hour to get here. And I also had to drive in the city, which I hate. But I am excited to see what this test says. And I'll be doing this with the exercise physiologist. And I'm going to kind of talk to him about my activity level and what I should be eating according to that. And worst case scenario, I'm going to try a new breakfast place up here. It's not new to the city, but it's new to me. And one of my goals this year is to try 4 new restaurants this year, which does not sound like a lot, but for someone who doesn't really adventure out past a 15-mile radius of their house, this is a big deal. So I'm going to use part of my $40 leeway money that I have and get me a nice breakfast at a cool spot up here. I did take the toll road because I thought it'd be a little less stressful, and I was right. That was a breeze. I think I encountered like 10 cars on that road, and so getting here was a lot nicer. I thought I'll pay the extra $5 so I don't have a full-blown panic attack this early in the morning. I like to save those for midday. So about 30 minutes early, so I'm gonna kind of just chill out in my car to get my heart rate back down. And then after that, I'll go eat some breakfast. And I'm also going to have some labs done today, but that'll be closer to home. And then I'm going to go get some groceries after that. So I'll take you along for that. I don't know if I'm going to film inside here. I'm going to at least try to take a selfie. But it's going to be a full day. And we'll see how it goes. RMR test done, and it does say something just slightly different than what BMR calculator says. This is saying, says I burn 1,411 calories, which is a little more than what the calculator says. I don't really quite know how to read these results, and he didn't do a great job of explaining it to me, so I'm going to send this to my dietitian to see what it all means. But under the fat percentage, it's saying 84, which he said was really good. So I think I might burn mostly fat here. I don't know if it's carbs or cholesterol. I read it as cholesterol, but it might be carbs. It's at 16%, and he said he wants that around 30. So we'll see. I'm going to talk to my dietitian. I'm going to send this to her, and we'll see what she says. But I am happy that I can eat at least 1,400 calories at a resting rate. And as far as breakfast goes, I was going to go to a new place, but when I was looking at the pictures of the food, it just didn't look like spectacular. So I'm going to go to a place that I have been to before, but not this location. but I know it's going to be a good breakfast. So that's where I'm heading to next. Done with my labs. That was really quick. The lady wasn't the friendliest, but you know, got it done quick. I'm at Walmart now, gonna get some groceries. Gonna try to stay under that $50 budget. I was going over my little grocery list last night, and I think I hit about $44, which gives me a little something to play with. I did go over my $40 leeway budget just by eating the breakfast that I had this morning. I gave about half of it to my niece because I still can't really eat a whole lot, but I did want a little bite of something. So I donated it. It was for a good cause, I guess, but I guess I won't go anywhere for the rest of the month, which is fine. So we're about to go get groceries. I don't know, again, if I'll film in here because my grocery list is on my phone. But I'll definitely do a grocery haul later. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 12:47, I'm finally back home. I failed on the grocery shopping. I spent about $18 more than my budget. That's what happens when I shop at a different Walmart than what I'm used to. They have things that my Walmart doesn't carry, so I feel like I have to stock up on it. Like, I got sugar-free pudding mix, and our Walmart doesn't hardly carry any flavors of that. And I've been putting that in my yogurt bowls, and I thought it'd be good in like my overnight oats. They also didn't have the energy drinks that I normally get, so I got Rockstar, which I really like, and they were actually cheaper, so I thought, I want to buy more than what I had planned on. So went over on that, bought some the Built Puff Bars, and I don't even really like them, but I was like, hey, my Walmart doesn't have it. But I thought it'd be a good little snack. But next week, I'll just subtract $18 from that grocery budget and I'll be fine. I have plenty of protein. I bought chicken today, and I didn't really need to buy chicken because I already have some in the freezer. I just wanted to have just some extra on hand. So that'll last me a couple weeks. But other than that, everything went smooth. It's been a long day. It's not even 1 o'clock. I kind of want to take a nap before I actually start my work day. I have to let my dogs out for a while, but I do need to get to work. I've used so much PTO just in this month of March because I've had vet visits, dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, all the stuff I did today, and I've just used up so much PTO. I think I've used PTO every single week for, I don't know, probably the last month or two, just doing whatever. I need to cut that out as well. But I'm home. I made it. I survived the city. Excited to hear back from the dietitian to see what changes I need to make in my diet. I'll probably be getting an email about that soon, and I'll keep you updated on that. See if I have energy to get my steps in. I don't know. It might be a rest day today because I'm pretty tired. I'm just now getting a chance to really look over the results to my RMR test. And I said earlier that the results say that my normal RMR is just over 1400, and that's not actually true. That is just what they predicted. But that's the number he pointed at and was telling me all these things about it, and I'm starting to think he doesn't know what he's doing either. But what my actual RMR is 1554 calories. So I have been under eating quite a bit, and that makes sense because when I do hit 1500 or over, I feel so much better. And so I'm really excited about that. It's kind of justifying, some of my concerns I've had with eating what they're telling me to eat. I haven't heard back from the dietitian yet to know what these other numbers even mean, but I'll put a little screenshot up so we can see it together. But it looks like I got on ChatGPT again to see about the fat and carbs and what these numbers mean. Fat percentage is what my body mainly uses for energy. So it's using 84% of fat to give me energy, and only 16% of my energy is being used for carbs. So when I got on ChatGPT and was looking that up, it kind of appeared to me that I should be eating more carbs. It's not necessarily a bad thing that my body is using fat for energy, but it's almost like I'm in a keto diet, but I'm just not eating enough calories. I hear from the dietitian. We'll get more information. Talking to the exercise physiologist, I don't know, and he's kind of new, so he might not know how to do these tests, but he was like telling me all these like wrong numbers. So I'm excited to, hopefully the dietitian knows. I don't know. She might not know either. But I'm going to find out what these numbers mean and what it means for me and my new diet. I've been trying to stay within 15 to 1600 calories, and that's way too low for my activity level. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. So I just want to get on here and update because I'm finally getting a chance to actually look at it and realizing everything he was pointing at was just what they predicted. It wasn't my actual results. I'm going to figure it out one day. It's currently 11:03 p.m. I just got done with my workout. This week has been rough with just being tired all the time, fighting through fatigue. But I got it done today, a lot later than I wanted to, but sometimes you just have to push through it. I had to come home from work and take a nap, and I think that's what helped me. And so I was like, I'm going to be wired and up late anyway because of my nap. But sometimes your day doesn't go as planned, and I had to push a little harder on the treadmill to get my 12,000 steps because I didn't get to walk as much as I wanted to. Oh, Rippy. He usually hangs out with me in the gym. Just want to get on here, and I also did chest, triceps, and shoulders today. I'm going to get ready for bed. Sometimes you just got to push through it, and even though you don't want to, I didn't want to. It took me till about 9:30 to get out here and do a workout. It's not ideal, but I just didn't want to disappoint myself by not doing something. And I do feel better. I do feel a lot better. But yeah, I've just been pushing through a lot of fatigue this week, and I don't know if it's the time change or if I'm just not feeling my body properly. I took a rest day yesterday after all my running around in the city, and I also didn't eat the best yesterday. And definitely didn't drink enough water, and I think that's been kind of what's hurting me. Dehydration, maybe. I mean, I'm getting about 80 ounces, so I mean, it's not too bad. But today I got back on track with my diet, and after my test yesterday, I realized I can be eating a lot more, and I think that helped today is just being able to fuel my body a lot more than what I've been doing, and hopefully this will help me break through that plateau. I think I've been severely under eating. My stomach's still only about, this big, so I can only eat so much at a time, but I think just being able to eat the smaller meals, but a lot more throughout the day is going to help my metabolism get back on track. And I could definitely tell being able to eat more carbs right now has helped me feel a lot better. So yeah, just wanted to get on here and say it's 11 p.m. Still got my workout in. You can too. Okay, I just wanted to get back on here because I finally heard back from my dietitian, and she was really pleased with the numbers that I showed her as far as my RMR test went. first talked about the predicted percentage of my RMR, which is the 110.2, and she said that means that I have a really fast metabolism, so she was really happy with that. As you can see, that the predicted RMR is 1,411, and my actual resting RMR is the 1,554. So she is saying I burn between the 1411 and the 1554, which again is above average for my age and height and weight and everything. So she was really happy about that. And she also verified from what I researched on ChatGPT about the fat and the carbs and the percentage. And ChatGPT said that using fat for its energy as opposed to the carbs. And she said the same thing. And that's what she wants. She wants my body to be burning more fat than carbs for energy, using the fat for energy, kind of like a keto diet. I was a little surprised by that because I'd been eating carbs. I wasn't doing low carb by any means. I wasn't eating a lot of carbs, but for someone who had the gastric bypass, I think I was eating more carbs than an average patient. I really don't know. I was eating probably close to 200 carbs a day. And I know with like keto and Atkins, you want to stay under 50. And when I Googled just low carb diet, it said anything that's under 100. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to try to stay around 100 carbs or so a day, just to try to keep that low. That's pretty much all the numbers she went over. She was just really pleased, told me to keep up the good work. What she wants me to do is probably eat around 1,500 calories a day while doing all of my exercise. And I don't know if I want to exercise as hard as I've been exercising and eating that little. To my understanding, this is just the very basic, like what I need to eat to function daily, which would be between the 1411 and the 1554. If you add in even like a sedentary lifestyle, you want to multiply that number by 1.2. So that's kind of what I was going off of. I think I'm going to stick between 1,600 and 1,800, kind of depending on how my activity went that day. I know kind of on my lazier days, I'll not eat the full 1,800. Usually on the weekends, I don't work out as hard and get as many steps in. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to get on here and take you through getting an RMR test done and my results and what they mean and what my plan is going forward. I'm going to be filming some meal preps and what I eat in a day, just to let you know what I've been doing already. I'm going to be filming my workouts. I haven't been filming those because this past week, as you saw earlier, you could tell in the videos, I was so tired. Like this week has been rough. And again, I don't know if it was the time change or if my body just needed some rest, but I couldn't even film my workouts because they looked so pitiful. And I got them done. I was getting my 12,000 steps in, but it was just a struggle. So next week I plan on starting to film my workouts, and you'll get to see a little bit of like my life and my dogs and basically what I'm going to be eating for the next few weeks on this high protein, low-ish carbs. I don't like doing low carb. It's never really worked for me, but I think adding a little fruit in here and there is not too bad. So please like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to follow along in my journey. Bye.